Welcome. Happy Saturday, everybody. If you're watching this when it's posted, otherwise it is a timeless message. So what we're seeing here in the cards are two things. So the message I was receiving is there are part of the collective that are actually diving actively in some shadow areas right now. They're facing some things that have surfaced. And for some people, it is about to happen for you. You've been riding on this kind of smooth path and you're going to find yourself diving into an area where triggers have surfaced and issues are arising and it's going to be uncomfortable. So if this resonates with you, stick around. Remember, this is a collective reading, so only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And it is covering a large group of people, so not everything is going to resonate. So what I'm seeing here is there are two distinct messages I'm getting. So one message is there are some of you who are finding yourselves right now where there's triggers that have surfaced. There's some things that are making you go into those shadow areas, that you're having to face some areas within yourself that are a little uncomfortable and a little dark, and you're struggling. Some of you, you're about to be feeling that. I mean, I think some of you are feeling it coming. There are things in your life or people in your life that you are finding yourself around right now that are asking a lot of questions, kind of very pointed, making you feel very uncomfortable, and you're not really wanting to go there. And it's feeling like a struggle, a tug of war, where you're trying to hold on to your sovereignty, trying to hold on to your independence, and they keep pulling and pulling at you, and you feel like you're going to burst. So don't lose your temper, keep your cool, realize that you have cut these ties. These people do not have control over you anymore. And when you keep putting that into the front of your mind, it's going to help you to be able to reconcile the situation, to realize that they don't know any better. They don't understand your situation and they don't know all the details, and nor do they have to. Okay. So not everybody needs to know everything you're doing. Nobody needs to know the story. That doesn't matter. If somebody isn't asking you this question, how have you been feeling? How are you doing? But they're instead saying, what's going on with you? What's wrong with you? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Don't share too much with people. Okay, the less information people know, it's better. Because sometimes there are people who will use it against you. And this situation where I'm seeing these cards coming out, for some of you, especially when we're seeing this posted, it is the weekend. For those watching it, when it's posted, it is timeless. But weekends tend to be a time where you are around people you typically want to be around during the week, right? Maybe there's birthday parties, holiday dinners, celebrations, birthdays, whatever it is that's going on. Weekends tend to be a tough time when you're going through this type of situation in your life. But the good news is that you have overcome so much. You have made so much progress that this stuff doesn't even make you glitch out at all. I mean, it doesn't even make you feel really anything as deeply as you used to before, because you have come so far. But even when you come this far, you are still going to find yourself repeatedly being triggered by people in your life. You're going to find yourself going into your shadows and trying to problem solve areas where you're like, I thought I had gotten over this. I thought I had dealt with this stuff. But here's the reality. You are a work in progress. This is going to be for the rest of your life. You are going to have to troubleshoot areas, people, environments that will be triggering for you. And it's a matter of how you navigate them. But you have the skills, because you've cut these ties. You no longer are attached to these people in the way that you used to be. You have yourself removed. You're watching things from outside now. So when you find yourself in those environments where people, places, things are triggering you, remember, you are no longer connected to these environments of people. They do not affect you in the same way, because you have overcome all those challenges and all the hard work that you have put in yourself. And that takes a level of courage and strength that most people don't have. So make sure that you give yourself a lot of credit. And here's the thing, everything's going to look good. Once you pass this, once you get past this, everything's going to be good. You get another a chance at, progressing forward, doing things the way that you want to do things. And they're only in your environment, in your energy for a certain time period. And the other thing is that you don't have to have them in your energy. Here's the thing. If you're in an environment and you're feeling triggered and it becomes heavy on you, excuse yourself. Go in another room, exit the building, whatever it is, make some excuse, get yourself out of the environment. You do not have to endure this anymore. You're a grown adult. You're in control of your life. You are the master of your destiny, okay? You are not at the mercy of fate, but you are the conscious creator of your destiny. You're the one in control. And like I always say, there are people around you, with you, whether it's in person, spiritually, whatever. You have God, you have universe, you have spirit, you have support that can help you navigate through these things. And truly, truly, with all the work you have put in, you have built the skills to navigate these things. I have full faith on that. And then we see the neuro linguistics that we got. So the first card we got was the movie scene. Zoom out to see the situation as part of a large story. Imagine the current moment as a single scene in a movie. What's the context and what's the ultimate resolution? When you're in that situation where you're being triggered, what is it that you need to do? Look at it as an isolated scene. For example, a setback at work may feel huge right now, but from a higher perspective, it might be the catalyst for long-term success. So just look at the situation and how you're going to have to navigate it. Because if you look at it as an isolated scene, it's not going to seem so overwhelming. When you look at it as, oh my God, this whole day, this whole event is going wrong. No, it's just this particular person or this particular place or situation. Then we have modeling excellence. Excellence can be modeled and success can be learned. By studying those who excel, you can adopt their strategies, and achieve similar results, because results aren't luck. They're reproducible patterns. You have people in your life, I'm sure, I know I have people like this. They are stealth. Like how they handle other people is just like, wow. Like nothing is able to penetrate them. Nobody can affect them. Watch people like that. You can learn quite a bit from them. And now we're going to take a look at the angel numbers that we got. The first one we got was 818, infinity. Life is never-ending loop. One cycle in your life is ending, but another is beginning. This shift can feel catastrophic, but it's the natural way of things. Be on the lookout for other signs coming your way. Your communication with your angels is strong right now. Draw another card with the intention of receiving guidance in your next steps as the current cycle ends and the next one begins. And I went ahead and I did that as well. 279 is what we got. Synchronicities, right? It says, look for the signs. Things that keep happening are connected, even if they don't seem to be. The recent patterns in your life are signals from your angels. Today, ask for follow-up signs and remember that angels speak with lots of repetition. Draw a second card later today and see what your angels have to say after you spend some time paying more conscious attention. And I will post another card later on. I think I forgot to do that the last time we got this, but I'll make sure to remember this time. And then the word of the day that we got was void. Void is the word, and we're going to take a look at what it says about void, because it's an echo chamber of untaken advice. The cemetery for missing socks. The darkness between closing your eyes and having a dream. A space where the unclaimed things exist but cannot be accessed again. A home for the lost. Stamp it with red ink. Take back the power. Stop it before it starts. Now is the time to put your foot down. The window of opportunity has expired, and it's best it stays locked shut. Useless. Worthless. Do not even try to get it to work. All power cords have been severed. All ranks, lands, and titles have been stripped away. All access will be denied. What once was will never be. And in preparation for setting your intentions, these are the questions you want to ask yourself. If you let this go, are you prepared for it to never come back? Think about the shadow areas you're diving into. Are you prepared for it to not come back? What needs to be canceled from your life? What people do you need to release? What situations? What environments? What is making you triggered? What is putting you in these areas? Are you grasping at something that does not exist? Are you making this a bigger issue than it needs to be? Are you amping this up to a level that it doesn't need to be? Ask yourself these questions. All right, guys, that's the energy check for today. I look forward to catching up later to do the shadow reading, and take care. Blessings.